Okay, Stratman back here for part two, just introducing the thread that we've got on the Forex Factory forum, and I'm just going through the day. Last Friday I made 73 pips, and I've just shown we kind of worked out, predicted that we were going to get a EJ short, and then we followed on from that. Here's where we sort of saw it. I gave the signal on the thread that I thought it was going to happen, and then within a short amount of time it did happen. So now we're going to have a look at, I got 23 pips just after that on the dollar yen. So let's just open that, have a look at what I posted on the forum. So I showed the trade. I took 23 pips. I was scalping again, so I used a mental stop. Showed my picture, showed that clearly I was looking for a break of this support line. I had confirmation on the dashboard, and we broke the S1 line on our pivot indicator, and we just took a quick scalp and made our 23 pips. The next trade, let's go back. Next trade was dashboard giving. I gave everyone on the forum a heads up on that. I thought that, you know, this was actually a really long-term trend of the pound rising, and this is an M15 chart, and so I told everyone, look, I think that, you know, we just really watch out. There's a high probability this is going to break short. So that trend line there was very strong. It goes down way down, and yet we were able to kind of clearly identify a high probability. Fractal breakouts were pointing upwards, but the THV system was telling us, look, it's looking short, and what we were looking for was a break of this line here. If we see a break of that support line and confirmation of that by closing below, we're going to look at getting into a trade. So we had our eyes out for that, and so we'll go back. The dashboard GU short signal was starting to get stronger 20 minutes later, so I posted that on the thread as well, and we started getting closes below the trend line here. Still not broken the there. I actually personally entered a trade at this point, just with a small position, because I was going to add into it if it broke down below here. But this was getting to the end of my trading day, and I only aim for 40 pips per day, and so I was getting close to that at that point. And you know, the THV indicators were clearly showing that, look, this is looking short. Still didn't have the break of all the support and resistances yet via the fractal indicators here. We, in terms of daily range, if I just click on that, we'll get a better view of that. In terms of daily range, we had done, this is part of the dashboard as well, we'd already done the daily ranges almost for each of the sessions so far. The European and the London, we were waiting for, you know, we'd expect we'd get at least about 75. That's the lowest out of these three columns for the month, week, and yesterday, and we'd only done 47. So, you know, our expectation is we're probably going to see either this way or this way, getting us to 130 pips. So we've got potential for another 80 pips. So it was looking short. That's gave me all the heads up. Let's now just continue on and look. Oh, also I showed the THV, what was going on with THV. It was very hairy, but all the THV indicators here were showing on the different time frames that were going short. So I was showing this where most people would be taking a trade off a bounce off the daily pivot to go long. Yet here I am sitting here with indicators telling me that we're going to be shorting this baby. I've got a strong trend line saying, hey, look, you know, the trend is up. So in a sense, this is a counter trend trade, but all the signals were there to say, look for a short, look for a short. So I was looking for a short. So later on we'll see that that actually did occur. Now I took the, I never usually trade the GJ, the pound yen. It's a bit of a monster. It can really bite you in the bum. But I did. I've just started adding that into my trading this year, and I was a little bit chicken and chickened out a bit early, but I probably could have gone further. But I can show here that I got 25 pips profit off that, and dashboard predicted that for me. I had all the green indicators here, and there we go. There's the support line. It got clearly broken on the M15. Trend was down. That was what I took. I actually bought on the reversal back up and retest of the support, which I expected to become resistance, and I took the trade. And on THV we can see it clearly broke S1, then returned back up, came back and broke down through that's S2. Just click on that. Okay, so we can clearly see that we broke S2 back here, and then it came back and the support became resistance, and then it broke back through S2 again, and that's when I took my trade on based on all the THV rules being met. And I just took profit pretty quick because I'm just a little bit chicken of the pound yen at this stage. So that was 25 pips, and then I closed the day out, and I'll show you that. So I closed the day out on, I had a couple of other trades going. I only had one loser for the day, which was 1.7 pips. I got 8.5 and 9.3 on the pound and the euro JPY, and then I showed a picture of the pound. I pulled out the pound trade. Remember, I took it back here. I pulled it out quite early because I'd already done 73 pips for the day, and look, I mistakenly added it up to 75 because I didn't take the 2 loss here, so later I corrected that on the forum. But clearly the pound did break, and hey, it actually went down quite a way here, and so we clearly predicted that that was going to happen. Well, we didn't predict, we knew that there was a high probability it was going to happen. We got a break, we came back, support became resistance, and hello, we're on our way. So I said, look people, look, there's been a pullback, maybe you'll get in on another pullback or whatever. But that's how I trade. 73 pips for the day there. Now, like I said, I'm going to open a Oanda account specifically for trading this thread, and I'm going to do it so that I'm like a beginner, you know. So if I go back to the first post on this thread, let's go back to the first post. So this strategy is free. Like, I know I'm showing the dashboard a lot, but it is very helpful. But if you read the manual for the dashboard, which is downloadable from here, the manual is here. You can click on that. You can see how this dashboard actually works. And a lot of what's in the dashboard is just fundamental stuff about price action and using the THV system. And you can use all these free indicators up here to help you do the things that we do with the dashboard if you don't want to outlay 4 pips of profit for the dashboard. But what I am going to do is I want to teach beginners how to trade the way I do. So if I do that, then what I really need to do is, I don't want to trade with a large account in front of you. I want you to start with a real low, say $100 real trading account, live account, not a demo account, $100 live account, because you've got to feel a little bit of pain. You've got to feel the psychological issues that come when you trade real money. And so I'm going to do that, $100 account, going to trade that account, show you all the trades on it. Most people that offer systems for sale, I'm really shocked at this, but most people that offer systems for sale, like, they'll charge thousands of dollars to teach you a strategy. This one is free, and they won't even show you their real live trading account, which I think is really sad. So don't do what I did, which was spend 25k. Took me 5 years. All the information is out there, freely available for Forex trading, and you just need to get to the point. If you look at the step-by-step instructions, what I say to people is, look, 95% of people fail. Okay, I really do believe that the 95% of fail are not idiots. They're actually using a profitable strategy. It just so happens that they haven't used it properly with price action. All strategies require you to have done your homework. You have to understand price. So I know THV is profitable. There's been 180,000 downloads, yet there was only 24 people online to the thread when I took a snapshot of this. In my opinion, trading is hard work, and it just takes practice. You can read the charts well enough for the tools like the dashboard and systems like THV to assist you. So basically, you've got to understand charts well enough before strategies and systems can help you. In other words, they're your assistant, not your master. You're the master, you're using them as your servant. Look, it took me 5 years and 25k to understand this. I'm trying to offer all this to you free of charge, to try and help you guys move forward as well. And I enjoy doing this. I enjoy writing the software and helping other traders. So check out Forex Factory, look for the pipware.com thread on Forex Factory, and we'll catch you later.